we're going to talk about 10 years of Microsoft Dynamics in the not-for-profit sector, and we're going to look a bit about what the future holds as well. So I'm going to start off with a quick poll. So, this is typically when we engage with organizations, we talk about organization strategic objectives, what's their direction, why do they ultimately want to put in a new system. So if you could please interact now and put your polls together, that would be great. Results are just coming through. Excellent. So actually, so in terms of the CRM, 63% actually do have a CRM that supports strategic objectives. No, 5% actually don't have a strategic direction or objective. Well, that's quite surprising, but hopefully what we'll do when we talk through the slides, we'll be able to hopefully enable you to see how Dynamics can help you with that. So the next slide, really, it covers from 2003 to 2016. I know we're in 2020, but this is really to demonstrate where Dynamics has come. It came out in the UK in 2003. I started working with it then, and we can see it was just basically a sales and service solution. You couldn't really do much with it. It was a basic contact management system. But over the years, there's huge investment from Microsoft in terms of what we see today. So in 2011, it really sort of came to life in terms of charts and dashboards, the ribbon solutions, and really we started to look at it in terms of how we could configure the system for the not-for-profit sector. So we now had this platform that we could change and configure to meet the fundraising needs. But also at this time, organizations typically ask us, why would I go for a platform over a product? And it was in 2013 and 2015 that we could really start to change the solution in terms of it being more flexible, but also more recently in terms of organizations being able to adopt the solution themselves and be able to configure it within the organization. So not have to, rely on partners to be able to change the system, add business processes, add workflows. It means that all our organizations, and we strive for our organizations and our clients to be self-sufficient. So we've seen the CRM has had a massive journey. Dynamics as an organization, being Microsoft authored, has really had a huge impact. But actually, what have we done in terms of this sector? So we've got 20 plus years experience working in the not-for-profit sector. And as I said, back in 2012, our first project was Oxfam Island. They were coming off, a leading platform, but they wanted to have more flexibility. They wanted to be able to do more with the solution outside just core contact CRM management. So these are the versions that we as an organization have created using not-for-profit NFP 365 as a framework that enables charities to extend. So one of the key reasons why people would go for a platform is really because of its usability. One of the reasons they wouldn't go for a platform is because primarily of the transactions. And, it wasn't really until sort of 2017 that we actually adopted the Azure platform, the Azure environment, so that we could do the payment processing there. So high volumes of gift aid, direct debits was all being churned and all being used through the Azure platform. We've on version 6 that's coming out in October 2020, and it's got a huge amount of functionality. So just briefly in terms of, I know Glenda mentioned this at the beginning in terms of being, chases for all size organizations, and that's exactly what we have. So we're able to take Dynamics as a platform, we're able to add NFP 365, which is a framework, as I said, to be able to suit each organization, be it from organizations that are coming off Excel, very small organizations, to maybe the very large organizations, complex organizations that I'll be showing you on the next slide here. So these gold boxes really enable us to be able to talk to charities and be able to position Dynamics 365 with NFP 365 to meet each individual needs. This is just a slide really giving an example of our clients. On the left-hand side, you've got a whole wealth of charity clients from, some that are international, multinational, large rollouts with large complex organizations, right, just some more simpler organizations as well. So it's really demonstrating how flexible Dynamics is as a platform for this sector. And then, yes, there's some public sector and some commercial organizations, and it's really important that we can learn from these organizations and bring that experience into the sector as well. So a whole range of organizations that have embraced Dynamics 365, that have worked with m-hance as a partner for their charity expertise. And just briefly in terms of 2020 and beyond, what's it bringing? We're hearing lots about customer insights, artificial intelligence, customer voice, and lots of fantastic surveying tools that Microsoft are bringing out and extending. And, in the next release, we've got conversation and relationship intelligence, and really being able to understand the relationships that you have with your donors and your supporters. Lots on the Power Platform, so Power BI, SharePoint, better integration with Teams. Let's not forget the nonprofit accelerator that Microsoft's brought out through TSI, and also the strong roadmap that we have as well. So that was a real whistle-stop tour, lightning talk. Thank you, Alan. But in terms of just one final poll, we are able to do remote free consultations. If you would like to speak to one of our solution architects about your requirements in line with Dynamics, then please tick the relevant box below, and we'd be able to get in contact. So thank you very much. That, I think, is my 5 minutes that's done. So thank you very much. Hope everybody really enjoys Chase over the next 3 days. Thanks, Alan.